Hi guys. It's really quick, Miss Acton's going to go over some adverbs. That way you guys can get started on your word today. So we've introduced you to verbs, how they're action words. We've showed you some adverbs, just to give you an example of how you can take an adjective and turn it into an adverb, and what adverbs jobs are doing. And the last slide that we left you on looked a little like this. So anytime that you're trying to figure out what an adverb is, just remember that it's showing how, where, and when that verb is taking place. So if you think about munched being the verb, you can think about how they munched. They munched slowly, where they munched outside, and when they munched yesterday. So just more ways you can add details to your sentence. So to make this seem more something that you could do in your own writing whenever you're thinking of sentences and putting them things into thoughts, I wanted to start with some really simple sentences and show you how you could add adverbs to give it more detail. So the first sentence that I have for you is Gina ran. Super boring. Gina ran. Who's Gina? Where is she running? Is she running from something? Let's give our readers some more detail. So let's start with asking the when, how, and where questions. So when I think of when Gina ran, I want to say today. Why not? How did she run? Most people run quickly, so we're going to go with that. And then where did she run? Inside, maybe? She's running away from something that's scaring her outside, and she's running away quickly, and it's happening today. So you would take this information and you would change your sentence to give it more detail. So instead of it saying Gina ran, you could say today Gina ran quickly inside. And that would give you your brand new sentence. So now everyone knows, okay, so Gina is running. Make it to where we can see a little better. So Gina is running. She's running quickly. She's running inside, and it's happening today. It gives us more detail. And then you guys can obviously see we could talk about in this sentence what she's running from, how close it is to her, but those wouldn't be adverbs. Those would be just other words that you would add into sentences. But when we want to just work with adverbs, adding more details to our sentences, we want to think about our verb, which is ran, and how we tell us when she ran, how she ran, and where she ran, and that'll give us more detail. Let's try it again. So our adverb in this sentence is the word love. That's an action that you can do. You can love somebody. You can love something. It's the action verb. So now we're going to say, when did we love, how did we love, and where did we love? So when did we love pizza? How about yesterday? Let's say that we got Papa John's yesterday. And how do we love? Well, when it comes to pizza with Miss Acton and most kiddos, we love very passionately. We love very hardly. I don't think that's how you say it. We love quickly. I'm going to say we loved proudly. We're proud about our love for pizza. And where do we love our pizza? Inside, usually in a home. Maybe you could say everywhere. Yes, it does not matter where Miss Acton is in her life. I love pizza everywhere I go. All right, so now let's turn this sentence into a sentence that we can be proud of with some more detail. So we're going to say, yesterday I proudly loved pizza everywhere. Upstairs, downstairs, inside, outside, anywhere and everywhere I went, I loved pizza. Now, one thing that I do want to point out to you, when you're adding this detail, sometimes you have to change some words to make it make sense. Let me read the sentence to you. Yesterday, I proudly love pizza everywhere. Yesterday, I proudly love pizza everywhere. You definitely have to change your love to loved. Yesterday, I proudly loved pizza everywhere. And that's because yesterday was not right now, so you have to change that verb into past tense, which Miss Just and Miss Ramos worked with you guys on the past 2 weeks. The last sentence, He kicks a ball. This one has a little bit more detail in it, but we can definitely talk about when, how, and where with our verb. So the verb that we see right now is the word kicks. That's an action that you can do. You can kick anything, but in this certain sentence, he kicks a ball. So I want to know, when did he kick the ball? The day, yesterday's ones we used them. I'm going to go back to our little poster right here. Now, early, always, often. Oh, we're doing where, aren't we? What are we doing? When? I'm losing it. Let's say, oh, I like later. So we'll say later. Maybe he's at school and he's got soccer practice afterwards, and that's kind of ball he's going to kick. How does he kick it? Gladly. Ooh, I like perfectly. We're going to say that he's a good kicker. Perfectly. I love that word. I love when people do things perfectly. It makes me happy. And where? Inside, outside, upstairs, underground. I don't think anybody plays soccer underground. Let's say here. Here, right where we're standing. Maybe we're standing on a soccer field. So now we're going to take all that detail and we're going to change it into our sentence. All right, so we're going to say he kicks a ball later. So we're adding that when one to the end of our sentence. We've been putting them at the beginning. Then it says how he kicks a ball perfectly later. And then where he kicks a ball, let's say here, here. He kicks a ball here perfectly. All right, I did all my words. Let's make it a little smaller, go a little longer. Let's read our masterpiece. He kicks a here ball perfectly later. Wow, that is a messed up sentence. Miss Acton put some words in the wrong spot. And see how I do this? You're going to do this stuff too. Just move those words around once you get those details. He kicks a ball here perfectly later. There's our sentence. He kicks a ball here perfectly later. So right here's where he's kicking this ball. He's doing it later and he's going to do it perfectly. So just adding more details to the sentences. So try doing this on your own, trying to make these sentences a little bit more detailed and make your writing better. Have fun.